These massive wildfires burning in Canada right now. And today, folks, if you're out and about in our area, you probably saw a whole lot of smoke here in West Michigan. This is video, though, from those fires. They're in central and western Canada and have forced thousands, we're talking 17,000 folks, to evacuate. This being the largest evacuation in, quote, living memory for at least one Canadian province. 160 fires were burning yesterday, and half now are still considered uncontrolled. Manitoba province leaders say they will be under a state of emergency for at least a month as the fire risk remains extremely high. Just take a look at that video. Now, fires have burned nearly 500,000 acres in that province so far this year. And as those fires rage there in Canada, the smoke drifting right here in West Michigan, and we're taking a live look at what we're seeing. The potential reduced air quality. Talking about potential, it's reduced. Just taking a look at our live tower cams now. Sam, you've been talking about this week, talking about it this morning. This is out at Grand Haven. A little haziness we're seeing. What else can we expect from this morning? Yeah, so this is the start, and this is kind of how it will look at the end too, but we do expect conditions to further deteriorate throughout the day today. So if you're still looking out your window and going, well, I still see a lot of blue skies, I want you to look and see where that smoke plume is sitting right now, where the colors are darkest, right? You see those darker shades of white still towards Minneapolis. That still has to come towards us, as well as those shades of yellow and red. That's a wildfire plume in general. And what's happening is that the jet stream is actually picking up that smoke and ushering it straight down into the Midwest. As it does so, it's going to enter towards Wisconsin. So their air quality, they're already underneath an air quality advisory. I expect us to be under an air quality advisory very soon here until about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. But what will happen is our southwest to westerly winds this evening will drag that right across Lake Michigan and continue to deteriorate our air quality further. And let's look at this. This is a model run. The same way that we look at model runs for rainfall, we're looking now at a model run for smoke intensity at the surface. You can see first influencing the tip of the mitt. So if you're traveling towards Traverse City for the weekend or headed up to the cottage, you are going to run into some of that wildfire smoke, and then it really starts to sink into place for us this evening and headed into early tomorrow morning. We are still underneath reduced air quality by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is why Saturday, yes, I have had sunny skies in the forecast up until yesterday when I added that chance for haziness, because of the fact it's not going to be the bright blue skies that we like to see. We know this all too well. We've kind of seen this summer after summer now, and here we go again, right, with us seeing these smoky conditions. Now, in terms of our air quality alerts, they kind of update things a little bit later in the day than the National Weather Service would over at the Air Quality Center. So because of that, we are still underneath just for unsafe for sensitive populations right now. I expect us to go up in a few categories as we track throughout the day today for both this evening and for tomorrow. But again, that will likely come out within the next hour or so before we're able to see that actually trigger. If you get an alert on your phone saying air quality advisory, it means that you should limit your time spent outdoors. That's going to be the #1 thing, especially if you're part of sensitive populations. When I say that, I mean children, elderly, pregnant individuals. That's going to be your big category. Anyone with asthma or people who just struggle. You know, if you're someone who coughs when you go outside because of, let's say, pollen in the air, this level of smoke is going to give you some issues. Noon today, we have an interview with someone over at the Air Quality Center, and we're going to talk to them. Like, why? Why is Canada seeing this so frequently, and why are we seeing this summer after summer? So look forward to that this evening. Meteorologist Colton Woods will have that report for you. Today's weather ball, though, is a hazy blinking red right now. We have warmer temperatures ahead this afternoon. We also have some thunderstorm activity to talk about. It's actually that line of thunderstorms that's also going to kind of mix this smoke into our atmosphere and continue to drag it down towards the surface from the upper levels. 65 degrees in Big Rapids already, 56 degrees in Muskegon, and 59 right now in Grand Rapids. We will have somewhere between partly cloudy to mostly sunny, hazy conditions this morning. Increasing cloud coverage into the afternoon. Notice how this model is not driving out any thunderstorms for us here in Grand Rapids. That's because our thunderstorm chances are not completely widespread, right? We're not going to see everybody's going to have these widespread thunderstorms that move through. They'll be a bit isolated to scattered in nature, and we'll time them out for you here in just a second. And then notice how clear skies settle into place overnight tonight and into your Saturday. But again, it is not going to be bright blue sunshine. It is going to be that hazy, milky sky.
Here's the cold front that we're watching, and then you can see the associated rainfall along with it. That's what's going to bring us our thunderstorm potential throughout the day today. Hour by hour forecast featuring, there's our little pops of thunderstorms showing up right around 6 o'clock. It's wedding season, it's graduation season. I know you want an exact time frame of when you're going to see a thunderstorm and who's going to see it. This is not the nature of these storms. We can't say exactly during this window you'll see rainfall. What I will say is that it won't last for long. Once it does start raining, I would say give it an hour window and you will be back underneath dry conditions. Behind this cold front, those clear skies settle into place, and the weekend will be fairly quiet. Temperatures will be a touch cooler on Saturday than today, and that's because we're in the wake of that cold front, right? Temperature-wise in the morning, mid-40s. I will say, though, if we still hold on to a lot of that wildfire smoke and it mixes down to the surface and stays there, we could see a warmer overnight low than what our models are pushing out. As for your Saturday afternoon, lakeshore counties, you are going to be a little bit cooler. Your temperatures will be in the mid-60s, and then Saturday afternoon making it into the low 70s inland. As for Sunday, very similar setup. I would just say a little bit warmer, and we hopefully by then will be able to clear out any of that lingering haziness and be back underneath sunny skies. If you are looking forward, though, to some summertime heat, we have a shift in the weather pattern coming, and that means a shift in our temperatures as well. We break out of the 70 degrees and into the 80s Monday and Tuesday of next week. Now, models have started to cool us off just a little bit Wednesday into Thursday, but that's because of rainfall chances moving through, not necessarily a huge change in our temperature pattern itself. That rainfall chance as we progress into next Wednesday will be combined with humid conditions and a lot of warmth leading up to it. I'll be watching that one for storms. Lakeshore boundary today, 67 degrees in Muskegon, 68 in Holland. If you are along the lakeshore, this is something to be mindful of, or if you plan to head to the beach this weekend, it will be about 5 to 7 degrees cooler along the lakeshore's edge than all of our inland areas. So just be prepared for that. That's kind of usually the case all summer long, but we tend to forget that a little bit. The rest of your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. Showing off lots of sunshine, though, once we get past this evening's little chance for thunderstorms. Saturday through Tuesday, dry, sunny conditions continuing to trend warmer. Again, next Wednesday, it's too early to tell whether or not we would actually see severe weather out of next Wednesday, but let's just put it this way. We're going to be humid, we're going to be really warm, and we have a system moving through. We tend to say that that's a little bit of a recipe for us to get some thunderstorm activity. So we will watch that as we progress closer. Until then, be careful this evening and stay indoors if you can to prevent yourself from that reduced air quality.